and welcome to the 2011 Willshire High School Alumni Banquet. I hope you enjoy our trip through memory lane this evening as we examine some of the memorabilia that we had. We'll have a chance to visit with some of our former classmates and other alums from Willshire High School. And by the way, for those of you out there who have never heard of Willshire High School, Willshire is a small community on the Indiana state line at the intersection of highways 33, 81, and 49. Join me in this trip down memory lane.
Way over here. I should have big. Well, there's Johnny.
This one right here, so we get here in 41. Pearl Harbor here.
they couldn't find the original. They had to take a picture of.
I think I got my picture. I don't know where.
Betty is gone. Joyce is gone. Thatcher's gone. Ted Hanks is gone. I thought we lost her. 3, 4. Oh, that would be 5. 5 out of 6.
I have with me today Sandra Samples, actually Sandra Schlickman Samples, and you have, over a number of years, put together this tremendous display for our Alumni Banquet, and I'm really excited about it because I see lots of stuff that are things that are very familiar to me. Would you care to share how you ever got started on collecting all this stuff, and where do you keep it all?
Oh, yes. Well, I've always been interested in history, dating far back to when I was in school. And had Mr. Gaines for history teacher in high school. And one day he approached Phyllis Goodwin and myself and says, I don't think you girls are being challenged enough by this history class. And said, why don't you do some research on Willshire for just a little bit extra, whatever.
So did you do the history of Willshire that appears in the cookbook?
Yes.
Okay, for those of you who are not familiar with it, we do have a Willshire cookbook, and that's where I got to read about the information about the history of Willshire. It was really fascinating. Since I did not personally grow up in Willshire, I was not a townie, I lived out in the country. So this is all very fascinating to me.
So then, Phyllis and I really didn't do too much with it at that time, but then as adults we became more interested. And she got really into historical preservation, and I got into more researching the history. I would go to the library at Vanwert and read microfilm of the old Willshire Herald papers. So then I wrote some articles for the local paper, History Weeks of Willshire. So then, advancing to school history was just sort of a natural progression. And then about in 2002, you asked me where we store this. My husband has several classic cars from the 50s, and we needed someplace to shelter those. So we put up a building and made it a 50s classic car garage. And it's all decorated in 50 motif. So we were able to pull out a lot of our things from our high school days.
Oh my!
I
need to come out and see it.
So then, when they were going to close the Willshire School and eventually demolish it, it became more and more imperative that I tried to get copies of as much of the stuff as I could. So people would either give me something or they would lend it to me so I could get a copy of it. And so that's how I collected most of this stuff.
So you have all the class pictures. I noticed the sweater. Is that yours?
Yes, it is.
I remember you were a cheerleader when I was in high school. You were 2 years ahead of me, and you were a cheerleader. You were in band. You played clarinet, wasn't it? Yes. Okay. And so I see the band and the because we always got the lyres. That was our first band award. We got the chevrons and then the cheerleading. So, and where did you get the jackets?
Actually, Ivan Warr, who was a janitor at the school when they were cleaning out the old supply room, he kept a couple of those, and then he donated them to the alumni.
Oh, okay.
And so Bonnie Ossenheiser had custody of them for a while, and then when we started doing this 50s room, she said, well, you know, if you want to keep them there, it's a better place than she had for them.
Okay.
So that's how we got this.
You want to put my trumpet on display? So what else do you have here that you'd like to share with us?
Well,
I never saw that article. When was...
this appeared in Farmland News, which is a weekly newspaper up in Oklahoma, and they had asked for people to write in about their school memories.
Okay.
So I wrote that article about how the school really truly was the anchor of the Willshire community.
I know, because I've noticed a lot of places, the communities, when the school goes, the community just kind of disintegrates, and I noticed that's been very common thread. Anything else you can share here?
Well, you probably remember when the big composite pictures were hanging in the hallway.
And some of these are the originals yet, aren't
Yes, yes. So some of those, when Willshire combined with Rockford and became part of they took down those pictures and they stored them in the storage room up above the storage room on the stage.
Up above the band?
Yes, well,
storage room.
Yes, well, we kept our instruments. And so over the years they got damaged. Some of them, the frames were broken, and so during the summer maintenance thing, they threw some of those away that had the frames and the glasses broken. They gave some to people that they knew that were in that class if they wanted to keep it for their class. So they sort of got dispersed around. Well, then when they were getting ready for the auction at the school, before they demolished it, one of the janitors found some more of those still laying up there, all dust covered and everything. And so they come to Sharon Carlton here and asked her, you know, she would want those, so Carlton went down and got them. And since I had some place to store them, so I got custody of them till the village of Willshire gets a place that they could store it.
Okay.
So,
It's like our class. We still have ours. One of our classmates has been storing it, and it got passed to a new classmate, so I guess we'll be keeping ours forever until they're all gone. So, is there anything else you care to share with us? Oh, I noticed that we have the pictures down here, and we have a few other things. Let's see, what else do we have besides pictures? Oh, it's more articles down here, I see.
So I do try to bring the original one of the honor class.
Yes, because this is the 60-year class.
Yeah,
And I was
60.
41, 51.
The 70-year class, the 60-year
class, because I was speaking to some of them, helping to try to find some of their classmates. And then down here we also have some more pictures.
Well, this is sort of a composite of all the different Willshire school buildings.
Oh, okay.
Like this one was built in like in 1860.
Oh my.
And this is the same one. And then about 1900, they took that down, and that's when they built up
That one, and then those are some other pictures. And then I noticed some of the basketball. We had girls basketball back then.
I wish we did when we were in
I do
school.
too. Because I love basketball. But
They traveled with the boys, and the girls would play a game before the boys.
okay. And I think schools are going back to that a lot, especially at the college level where they play at the same location. It cuts down on transportation costs. Oh, and here's some.
So then, these are a lot of pictures that people have given me copies of. This is one that was the sports banquet in the gym, which I think is kind of loose.
That's great. Oh, and a picture of the teachers.
Yeah. Some of this early alumni banquet stuff I bought on eBay.
Oh, and the basketball team.
Yeah. And this, LeVon Merkel has done a really good job.
He has done a lot of sports stuff, I know, yes.
where he compiled like the whole county basketball season, news articles and everything. So we have 51 classes being honored and 61 classes.
Oh, okay. And what's the band there? Oh,
This
I
is
see that.
1945-46.
Oh my. Look at the quarter outfits. They're really different, aren't they? So that pretty much concludes. I do appreciate all your efforts that you've done for keeping this together, and it's just phenomenal, and it really adds a lot. You can see because of all the people looking at them. So thanks a lot.
I'm sure.
Oh,